A wet and dreary day in our nation's capital as we join you from Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
To throw is Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Ready. Throwing now is Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Get up! 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60. Go!
Looking to throw. Weathers. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Weathers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now the first carry here for the running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60.
Operating from the gun. Weathers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ladd McConkey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
Here we go. Here we go. Viking, 18. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now Daniels. Right side caught by Jackson. Fighting through, and he's got space. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 79 Broncos, 19 type, 19 type.
Here's Daniels. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jamar Chase, 72 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go now. 19, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. You look at this Cowboy defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
60 Vikings, 6.
Daniels looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He'll return it from the 6. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
70 Timberwolves. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 79 Broncos.
Throwing to start the drive. Weathers. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Back to throw now on first down.
Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep.
19 Tiger.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This now a 3rd and 4.
60 Eagle.
Operating from the gun, Weathers. And he's caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Viking 18. Ready?
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Weathers. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Weathers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Get it. Cougar 19. Check.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
16 yards. And a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To the air goes Daniels. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
Another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
79 Broncos. Go.
A final shot before break. Weathers.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Liking 18. 60 by 6. 60 by 20.
Operating from the gun. Weathers looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Weathers. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. On the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Weathers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's up into at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Liking 18. Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was practically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Dragon 60. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. Weathers. And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Ready.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Now he's free to midfield.
And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To the outside, this is complete to Jackson.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Cowboys 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
2nd and 7.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Go.
They'll look to throw again.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. but instead it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer, 79 Broncos. I got it, baby. Ready.
Back to throw again. Now Daniel's going to keep it. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because here's...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamar Chase, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Commander's first down.
18.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
60 Vikings, 60, 70 Timberwolves, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, Mustang 19, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Come on, come on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now Daniel's going to keep it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Cowboys 31, Commanders 23.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
18 cards.
Throwing to start the drive. Weathers. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
19. Warriors 70. Ready, right?
Off the play fake. Weathers. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Down inside the 40. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Press all 80.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face third and short.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Well, the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Ready, ready?
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for Dallas,
They moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner.